the RC, or excuse me, the Nitro RC nerds here, and today I am going to start and break in my new Losi 810. I'm really excited about this car. This is actually going to be my new baby, and so I'm just looking at it. I'm already kind of worried about getting it dirty, but as you guys know, I will certainly endeavor to keep it clean because I'm a freak about maintaining the car. The first thing actually that I'm seeing that excites me is it's got a heatsink protector on the top, so if any flips or whatever, it's important because what will happen is you end up getting this right here without a protector on the top, and that already bothers me with this car, but what can you do? So I've already checked the connections and everything on it, and everything looks good to go. I am going to get it started and check it one more time here. Everything looks good. Batteries are installed. Now all we need to do is fill it up with gas and give it its first start and cross our fingers. Alright, so we just got it primed, and we are going to hope for the best here. Going to let it run a little bit and break the engine in. Okay, so I just ran the first tank of gas. I made a little mistake on it. Everything went fine. The only thing is it started to idle very, very quickly. So I modified the idle trim on the transmitter, and what happened was it stopped the idle. Then I got curious and I decided to take the temperature on it. And it was a good thing I did, because what I noticed was as soon as I did that, it got hot. It went up to about 240, 250. And obviously what was happening is that when I was adjusting the idle trim, it was also applying brake on it, thus increasing the heat for the engine. So I don't think that's going to be an issue, but it was a good thing that I did have my temp gun here with me, so I was able to determine and monitor the temperatures on it. So we're going to let this cool, and then I'll go to the second tank. Alright guys, so I finally got her broken in, and I think it was a smashing success. The final tanks, everything went perfectly. Once again, thanks so much to this Losi temp tuner. Look, I know you're going to get a lot of different responses on using temperature guns and how much you should or should not rely on the temperature of your engine. I will just say this: it's never going to hurt to have this. Don't let this be the final say on how you tune your engine, which we're going to talk about here in a little bit. But definitely, you put this thing in there and it's running 380 degrees or it's running 120 degrees, it's certainly going to help you troubleshoot any problems that you have whatsoever. This car here has actually, at this point now, been through, I think, about maybe 15 different tanks. A little dirty for my taste. You guys know I keep my cars in top condition. I'm going to break it down here soon, but I want to talk a little bit about things that you're going to want to know when breaking it in, especially the tuning process. However, before we get into that, it is time that we finally give this car a name. I know it's cheesy, it's silly and all that stuff, but this is how the RC Nitro nerds roll. We name all of our cars. And just to give you kind of a recap, this right here, we have the Professor, the Exceed Forza. He's named the Professor because it was our first car. He taught us everything we needed to know about Nitro RC cars. Then we have Bad Boy, and this is the Offna Hyper 7. Again, a little dirty, even though it's the Hyper 7 and he is a bad boy. Got to keep them clean. It's all about maintaining your cars. The reason we call them bad boy, well, I can just say, get yourself a Hyper 7 and you'll understand what I mean. So, with this, and the way we do names is we don't really think about it. It's just once we get it broken in, the first thing that comes to us, what do we name it? This is my car. And the name that I have given to her, and it's a female, is Miss Thang. And the reason I call it Miss Thang, I don't know why. That's just what popped in my mind as I was breaking her in. Because she is a diva. She definitely wants to stand out above the crowd. And this car, when it goes and it's out there riding, it just says, look at me, look at me. And so she wants to be pampered, and I guarantee you, I'm definitely going to pamper this car right here.